Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Shadowrun. Shadowrun returns. Oh my god, I forgot the game there for a second. Oh, that is terrible. That's terrible. So we have a bunch of karma to spend. Charisma. Where was it? Oh yes. Now it didn't have any value for us in that, but unlocks etiquettes that affect conversations. I think I'd like to put one there, which leaves us with 6. Now we seem to be pretty good at punching still, with our ability for unarmed combat. Although it's tempting to do this, because what does this do? Roundhouse kick. Can strike multiple targets in range. There have been a few times when that would be really helpful. And then there's body, no. Quickness, to calculate hit and rain damage, and to reduce the chance by enemy physical attacks. I think we're going to increase strength. We need to increase strength before we can increase close combat as well as the unarmed combat, so I think we need to do that. And that leaves us with 2, which we'll hang on to. We will hang on to that for now. Okay. Now, hang on, if I remember right. Safe house, return to Coyote. Optional to Mr. Delahaye. Optional, meet all the black market vendors in the safe house. Which we are going to do. Algeron. Algeron, past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of the astral space, while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young human, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algeron, Half-Dream. To ease your way through the 6th world, I offer you the best in magical foci, spells, and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. Let me see what you have. We'll take a look. See, yeah. Can't quite get this stuff yet, which isn't so good. My stomach's growling. I hate it when it growls. What do you got? Eric Mersman. Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help to keep you on the right side of the ground. Take a look. Show me what you have. So we are currently wearing the Alley Punk, which has an armor of 4. Secure Ninja clothing is an adept that has +1 to dodge, which is nice, but it drops the armor by 1. Salish Runner, way too low. Yeah, none of these are really what we are after. Current Union, oh, we got a decent amount actually, which is nice. Can we talk to you? No. TB Grenderbun? Theodore Buster Grumberman is well-groomed orc, dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of military officers' uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight, as they say, and the neatness this presents is only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in his picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obviously enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers: calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course, price. Bunker Buster Grubberman, at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? What exactly do you sell here? Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes, plus other odds and ends on occasion. Consider me your own personal armory. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCAS military spec or your money back. In addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, and upgrades if so desired. And if that wasn't enough, I also teach a safety and instructional course every weekend. This week, we're covering bayonets. Mark my words, they're making a comeback. Let's look at what you got here. Let's see what he has. Let's take a look at just weapons here. A street sweeper. A makeshift homemade shotgun. He's got some nice guns here. Drones. What do you got for consume? Yeah. Drone repair kit. But you know what? Let's grab one of these. Yep. Okay, I'm content with that. Confirm. Nothing right now, thanks. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in a chaotic patchwork of quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this techno-bits storm stands a dwarf, immaculately, I can't say that word today, dressed and supremely calm. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists, and if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions? I can answer. Any questions I can answer, or anything gear you need? Okay, we're gonna play dumb and go through each of these. What's a deck? You check into the matrix, or in the context of a run, when you check into the local node of the facility you're in, the deck determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry, and the firepower of your base matrix attack. Excuse me. Decks have an IP. When the deck's IP is reduced to 0, you get booted from the system, and it's going to hurt. And what's a program? A program in the Matrix allows you to defend your avatar against countermeasures and enemy deckers. There's a wide variety of different programs for attack and defenses at different power levels. As you progress as a decker, you can use more powerful versions of these programs. What's an ESP? Johnny, you want to take this one? Johnny Clean. Sure, when you infiltrate a facility on a run, you have a team. When you jack into the Matrix, you are all alone. That's where ESPs come in. An ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program, which when you deploy it, manifests as another team member in the Matrix. Different types of ESPs have different abilities. And let's just take a look at it for sale, but this is not us. Different programs. Okay, see you later. Oh, I'm being rude. Let me also introduce you to our resident decker and my good friend Johnny Clean. All in the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs. Down here, leaning over a workbench. Oh my god, I cannot read tonight. Holy jeez. Let's try that again after I yawn. Okay. While in the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs, down here, leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and as invisible as most of the infamous deckers today. Johnny Clean. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be. Why are you dressed as a janitor? Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do, and they don't. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and getting out of systems so clean that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me. Is it true that you were part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known this guy for over a decade, and he's been smart enough not to tell me. So he is sure as hell not going to tell you anything about those days. For your health and his, best let the subject drop. How was decking used? The decking skill is often used just on terminals in the real world to get information, hack doors, etc. But occasionally, a run will have the option or the requirement to go into a local Matrix LAN of the facility you are infiltrating in order to gain access to viable information or control more important things in the real world. See you guys around. There we go. And now we are familiar with all of the black market. Let's check your wares. Let me see your medical supplies, please. Now we paid $150. Okay. Okay, so same price too. Alright. Well, we'll grab another one. Confirm. Thank you. Never mind. Thank you. Okay. Now what's in here? I believe, yeah, this is our stash. Just in case, it's worth it to keep that around, honestly. Not that the baseball bat is of any good. I am thinking that I do need to pick up a gun at some point, just in case if going near is just straight suicidal. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? I found something in the bunk Sam was using. Yeah, great. What was it? A photo. Did you know Sam had a twin sister? Yeah, I did. He mentioned her once or twice. Didn't sound like they got along that well. He was rambling on. About her the last time I saw him. By that point, he was completely gone. I really couldn't follow what he was saying, but he sure sounded miserable. Your comling chips. Your comling chipes? Chirps? Well, there's no R. Your comling chips, and the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Let's be polite. Officer Aguirre, what a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, Ripper got another one. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down on the docks. You owe me for this. Put on my tab. You there now? Better get there quick before Mikulski arrives. The image on your PDA dissolves at the call and the call ends. Another Ripper murder? Where? The docks. I've got to go. Okay, listen. I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before. Something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off. I told you I can't read today. Good God. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks, and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. Thanks. I appreciate the help. We need to turn in those gems, though. We don't have to, but we want to. Mr. Delahide. There we go. Mr. Delahide looks small and tough, with an untraceable shoddy on his back, and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflex slowing down. What do you want? Mr. Delahide, we have business to discuss. What business? I got no business with you. We're with Coyote. We're? She's indisposed at the moment. No. Coyote sent us. At the mention of Coyote, he finally gives you his full attention. Why didn't you say so? Coyote is late and my client is getting anxious. Where is she? She's getting stitched up. No kidding. Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. So who are you? Is Pico with us? I guess it's Pico there. Balon, he's Pico. Great, we're all introduced. Now give me my stones. Hold back the pebble with the runes on it and give him the rest. You don't want to cross. When you do a job, you just hand everything over. But it's tempting to keep that. It is tempting. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope in his eye, moving quickly through what appeared to be the most valuable gems. He stops when he finds what appears to be an ordinary pebble inscribed with Hebrew characters. You don't keep it. That's the one. He pockets it. Okay, you done good, but you're late, and Coyote knows that in this case, late equals no payment. But I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the rest of the gems as your reward. Deal. Mr. Delahue looks you up and down, takes you all in. Listen, you look like the sort of woman who might run a crew of your own one day. You might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me. I'll set you up. He dismisses you with a wave. Looks like you impressed him. I no offense for those gems. Van Gas. Follow me. Lead the way. We kind of already did that. Okay, where is Van Gas? There he is. Come on. Ah, charisma. This is one that's... You're back. Still busy. What's your story? I can see you're a busy man. He nods his head. That's right. So I wouldn't bother you if I hadn't come into possession of these rare stones. You have his attention. Rare stones, huh? Let's see these rare stones. Ooh, we got a charisma 5. Oh, etiquette academic. Oh, darn. You hear the servos in Van Grass's cyber eye whirl as a magnifying glass lens slips into position. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where'd you get this, Drac? A gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for them. Charisma. I thought you said you were a busy man. I am. Then why are you wasting our time with this little dance? 1,500 and it's done. You got a deal. Done. Give me your credit stick. And there we go. Got a little bit of extra cash. Not too bad. Not too bad. I don't want to go tangling with the docks at this point. It's been 22 minutes and the docks, I do know that there is combat involved and stuff like that, so I think it might be best to hold off until the next video, but we have completely finished up here, which is very nice. Actually, let's... thank you. Sometimes it feels like it's really hard to click on these. Let me see. Can we talk to her again? No? Okay. Alright. Then, I was seeing if there's a money split. I couldn't remember. So, okay, we'll end this one here, and we will be heading to the docks in the next one, which should be a lot of fun. Actually, let's talk to Mrs. Kubioda. Okay. How else may I be of service? Is Mr. Della here tonight? We know he is, so we're not going to ask that. You mentioned Coyote's crusade. What is it? Coyote grew up in the royal, but managed to escape that life. However, her cousin was apparently not so lucky. He came to town about a year ago and fell in with the wrong circle. He was introduced to some sim chips and became addicted to BTLs. Coyote has been tearing her way through chip houses for months now, searching for him and acting as a one-man cleanup crew. Are any Johnsons or Fixers here tonight? In addition to Mr. Delahai, you may wish to speak to Van Grass. He's often stage side. Van Grass is most often a receiver of found articles, but he occasionally has work. If you don't mind, how did you get involved in all of this? I'm a former runner. Now I provide a safe haven in the marketplace for runners who need a trustworthy place to congregate and do business. Okay, we'll click this one just to clear it up. Yep, back to our usual doing business. Okay, I'll be going now. There we go. So we cleared up everything there. And we shall stop at that point. I think it was pretty good. We managed to fence off some gems, get a little bit there, and very nice. Anyways, I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you'll join me again for the next installment to Shadowrun Returns. But until then, please do be safe, everyone. Bye!